me just double check the same time.
And we are live, ladies.
We are.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good news. Nice to
Good,
see
good.
you.
Nice to see you, Travel Monster.
Good. I know, and I'm still in Gabon. I know this was supposed to be with me being in the UK. That did not happen because, well, life happened and I'm still here, but I'm happy that we're still able to do this first live together. I know we've done videos together, ladies,
Yes.
but we haven't done live. And it's actually an introduction to Vicky, right? Vicky entering into the live
This is my first time
stream.
doing a live from my channel. I've been on your channel as a guest on one of your lives before, but
Yeah. Okay. Ladies, so before we start, for the people that don't know us, friend will join us later. And can we start introducing ourselves? So I can see Vicky on my side here. Vicky, if you want to start to introduce yourself.
yes, I am Vicky, and I am the face of Aging on Your Terms now after getting rid of my avatar and my cartoon character. And on my channel, I share my family's crazy stories about caregiving and not planning to motivate people to plan for the life they want to live as they age.
Okay, excellent. And then we have Kimberly.
Hi, everybody. Vicky, by the way, love your hair. I love
Me
that
too. Beautiful.
profile right now.
Thank you. I figure I could look a little nicer for you ladies today.
Thank you.
All right, so hi everybody. I am Kimberly. My channel is Kimberly Gibson, and I basically on my channel I talk about manifesting, going towards your goals, and also share my past bad experiences to motivate others who are currently going through what I went through before to make their lives better. I think.
Yeah.
I hope I do.
Okay.
You're
You
very
do.
wise beyond
I
your
can
years.
Yeah, I can attest that.
Yeah.
Guys, we have some friends with us here. Those behind the live, welcome and thank you for being here
Oh, there
with
they
us.
are.
We have our friend Mary. We have Mike. Thank you for being here, guys. We appreciate you. So I'm gonna introduce myself quickly. So I'm Jazz from Jazz Nomad TV. On the channel, we're talking about travel. As I was saying earlier, I am still in Gabon. I was supposed to be in the UK because life happened, and travel takes you to places that you don't expect. So, yeah. So today, what we want to do is we wanted to launch a little bit like the first live of Vlogmas, which is a tradition on YouTube, right, ladies?
Yes.
And we thought that we will address a few topics. The one that I'm really looking forward to is the conversation about why we create, right? I think it's very important because being on YouTube and being a content creator, a YouTuber, it's not just about just talking about your lives and your life.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. But I know for both of you ladies, your channel have a purpose, right? Vicky will tell us. We will start with Vicky, right? And then we'll go to Kimberly, and then it's going to be me. So I'm going to jump right in. And the first question is why we create, right? What
Mhm.
made us pick up the camera the first time, especially while for me traveling or, for Kim about manifestation, and then for Vicky about, aging on your own term, right? So, Vicky, do you want to start?
Yeah. So I started my channel shortly after being laid off. And what happened was, I would want to say probably since I was 30 years old, I have been working on getting an estate plan and trying to map out what I wanted as I got older. Because right at the time that I turned 30, my favorite aunt, who was not married, no children, passed away. And when she passed away, she didn't have a will. And her next of kin was my grandfather. And before we could get everything straightened out, before we could even get her into the ground, some unscrupulous realtor came in and said that my um, aunt had left everything that she owned to him. And we fought in court for 8 months to get her stuff back. And the ridiculous part of it was that he signed and dated the will. It was dated after she died, and her name was spelled wrong, and we still had to go to court. The court still entertained every fraudulent document that he put in. And so that was the first thing that, okay, I got to get an estate plan. I can't have this happen to me because I also don't have any children. So then a couple months later, Michael's uncle goes to the bank, a little bit confused. The lady's asking him, do you mean to write this check for $3,000? He goes, no, it's only supposed to be 300. So the caregiving company that we didn't even know they hired was stealing from them. And instead of the bank calling his next of kin, she called her friend who was a conservator. So the conservator took us to court, got control over him, and we didn't see him again until he died. And so I started preaching that to people just, while I worked. And then when I got laid off, and then people started asking me, well, how are we going to get your stories? I started as a blog. Well, then people tell me they don't want to read. So then I started a video, of course, behind a cartoon character because I didn't want to show my face. But you all convinced me that I needed to be in front of the camera. And that's what I want. I want people to see the horror stories that could happen. And it's really not bad to plan. It's not morbid to think about the future. And it's really in our best interest. I mean, if you look at a lot of the celebrities in the news today, Bruce Willis, Jay Leno's wife, they all have dementia and they can't take care of themselves. And part of estate planning isn't about who you're going to leave your stuff to. It's about who's going to take care of you when you can't speak for yourself.
Wow.
And so I'm on here to try to get people to see, yeah, it happened to me. It happened to my family in different ways, in so many ways. And, the latest stories I tell about my in-laws who pushed us off and pushed us off. They didn't need this. They're not old and they're in their 80s and they don't need grab bars and they don't need this stuff. And come to find out that while they were pushing us away, they were actually in the throes of dementia. We just couldn't tell it because they were really good at hiding it.
Yeah. I like what Brandon said, like it's terrible, but you turn that into, experiences to educate us. And it's true. That's what your channel does.
Yeah,
And I know that your channel, yeah, go on, sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I want you to finish your thought.
No, I was just saying that your channel taught me so much, since I discovered your channel about things that I didn't think was for me, right? Because you think, yeah, that's when I'm gonna be 70, etc. But it's not just about having a will. It's about, what happened if you ill, what happened if you become handicapped, what happened if, right? And so prepare for all of that. And we are at that age anyway. So yeah, thank you for sharing the experience of your in-laws and
yeah. So I got and Brendan's right. In the beginning, when I started, I was just talking about trust administration because we were still right in the thick of losing my father-in-law and still trying to figure out how we're going to take care of my mother-in-law. And I know these wounds were still fresh from Michael, and those were the better stories to tell. So I had to wait till he was in a place where he was okay with me, ripping the Band-Aid off of his side of the family. And he told me, he goes, you know what? I don't even care anymore because everybody needs to hear this. Don't worry about hurting my feelings.
Right. Thank you for sharing, Vicky. Kimberly, what about you? Why do you create? Why did you pick the camera for the first time? And what is your channel about?
So I create because the reason why I really picked up my camera for the first time was it's always a dream of mine to be what you would call like a motivational speaker, but more instead of just motivating people, telling people my experiences, my past bad experiences, and what I did to overcome them. The girl that you see here today surely was not the girl I was about, say, like, 10, 20 years ago. complete like switch. Anybody that knows me from when I was younger are amazed at, the fact that I can formulate my sentences properly. I was really what you would call one of those little blockhead talking girls that, was like a little rah rah. So for me, I created my channel so that I can help to, help the younger part of me to birth the best version of themselves. Because if I had me right now, then I was, when my life seemed like hell and I felt like, like life can never get any worse, and it just seemed to be getting worse. If I had me to listen to, I would have not taken all this time to,
Mhm.
be me. It would have not have taken me this long to step out of my comfort zones, to, stand up for myself and like, and start allowing people to do crap to me and be able to say no. It would not, I would have not stayed in relationships that didn't serve me. And so that is why I started my channel. Hopefully you got it in there. Started my channel ready to, because I was also too like that friend that people, when they're going through stuff, although I was broken, people would come to me and basically say, well, Kimberly, I'm going through this, or I got this situation, or I want this job, or I want, this thing to happen, or whatever problem it was. And for some reason, my brain seems to come up with solutions. I sometimes surprise myself on the things that I say once I, allow it to flow. And yeah, so I decided, you know what? I'm going to make what I do for my one-on-one friends to, the mass public, and just pick up my camera. And you guys know I don't edit my videos like that. And just talk.
Yes, you do. And one of the things that I love about it is Kimberly did not know what a Gen X was, and she
No,
said she was
Yes.
Gen X, and she
I
is
started
not.
out a
She's
little bit.
nowhere close to being one. She's a baby millennial.
Yeah.
Uh, but what I have found in talking with you is you are so wise beyond your years. The things that come out of your mouth, the things that you are teaching me, at 57, and so that's just proof that there's things that we can learn from any and everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually,
Absolutely.
Vicky, it's because of you that I started to get really serious about my eating and my health. 'Cause when I met Laurent, because he spoils me so much, I was eating whatever, whatever. I got the man that looks like God. I don't need to try to get nobody else now. But then you were, you're talking about taking care of your health and doing all these different things in your different videos, and I'm like, I need to start that now. So that's why I got so serious because of you, drilling into me every single week in
Yeah,
different ways.
yeah, Women with a Pause is on here, and she's an occupational therapist, and we talk a lot because she's caring for her mother with dementia as well. And one of the biggest things is we weren't taught when we were younger the ramifications of the choices that we make in our 20s and how they're going to impact us into our 60s, 70s, and 80s. And so anything that I can share, because like I said, I got funny stories too, and I promise I'll bring them. Not just the sad ones, but yeah, just seeing this and seeing how bad it could be. I mean, yeah, I heard of a couch potato, but I didn't really understand the definition of a couch potato until my I saw my in-laws' mobility issues.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Kim, thank you so much for sharing. And, I second everything that Vicky said. And it's true that, as I always tell you, is that whenever I like the fact that you just speak the truth, you just speak your truth, you do not edit, you say what comes in your mind, right? And very often when I come to your channel, I have a message. There's always something like, wow, you made that video for me. You know, that video speak to me so much. And the last video that you shared about, where you were showing also the beautiful top from Vicky's store. That video was amazing. Guys, if you haven't seen it, go check it later on. We'll link all of that at the end of the live today. And the fact that you already slim, but you take care of your health, right? Because you're preparing for the 40 years old, 50 years old that you're going to
Mhm.
be,
Hmm.
and often when we're younger, we don't think of that, I think we're young, we can eat whatever we want, but it catch up.
It
Like
does.
diabetic, right? Being diabetic, like type 2 diabetic, you build it up, right? Like I've been, how do you call it when you're not diabetic? Borderline.
Uh-huh.
But I was like I'm borderline for so long. But
Mhm.
you need to take actions now to make sure that you age, on your term, the way what Vicky's channel is about. So anyway, thank you very much, ladies. Wow, we have 15 people in the house. Hello,
Wow.
everyone.
15 people
Thank
want
you
to
for
hear
being
this.
here. So please like the live, and stay with us. Don't hesitate to, ask a
Yeah.
question. It's a creator, and we're a friend as well here. We're talking about traveling, which is me, manifesting, Kim, and then aging on your own term is Vicky. And because it's about Vlogmas, we promise that we're gonna share funny stories,
I
right?
have
But
Charlie
right
Brown back here and his tree.
Well, I'm still in Africa, in Cameroon, so well,
I
I
got
have
can't tell, but he's white.
a red headset. That's what I have right now. Oh, by the way,
I
I'm not
have my
even.
jazz top. Look.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
I
my-
love it. Yeah, and I definitely need to have that on the store.
You
Vicky
do.
has showed me
You
before,
do.
and
'Cause I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. Thank
New
you.
England is
And
very cold.
and it looks amazing on you, my dear.
Oh, thank
So
you.
I'm sorry if I'm disheveled, so I'm gonna tell my story now, why I
Yes.
create. And my channel is about traveling. There's two reasons why I travel, why I decided to pick up the camera. The number one is to create legacy. Legacy meaning that for my kid, my grandkid, my great great grandkid, whatever you put online stay, and it's a way for them to see later what the mom, the grandmother was, right? A cool woman who was traveling the world, right?
Mhm.
And my mom, I don't have anything from my mom, no video, not her movie, and that's something that I missed dearly. So that was number one. And number two is because I'm a traveler, I travel a lot, and people had idea of Africa that I did not recognize. So I wanted to show Africa by traveling in Africa and traveling the world, and also to show women over 40, over 50, because I'm over 50, that life doesn't stop when you are 50. Life starts there, and
Yes.
to live boldly, right, guys? Right now I look disheveled because I was in another city of Gabon, and I was on a boat to come to Libreville, where I am, and the boat had an incident. We saw like a fume, black fume, the engine like could caught fire, and we heard like boom, boom, boom. So what happened is the engine went on a rock and pierced the boat at the bottom, and the water was filling inside the boat. So the
Titanic.
boat went tilt. But we've been very lucky because when that happened, we were a few meters from the port of Libreville.
Oh,
If that has happened just a little bit further, we would not be here. I wouldn't be here telling that story. So, but they've been amazing. The captain was good, like trying to calm everybody. The people at the bottom were scared the most, right? Because they had water coming, people had to be held to go because they were so frightened. So,
Wow.
just to say,
wow.
live boldly. So that's
That's
me
a bit.
living boldly. I will share a little bit later about that. But it happened when you travel. It's also, don't be scared of traveling. Don't be scared of going after your dream, right? Life happen. Okay. People are like, but you shouldn't have taken the boat. Guys, I could start drinking water and I drink sideways and I die, right? So that should not stop us traveling and live boldly. That's not going to stop me to take the boat again and go somewhere. Okay.
But that's a testament to you because you're here. We got
Yeah,
that text message and you sent us a picture of you wearing the life preserver. We're like, oh my God, what's
I
happening
I
know,
here?
right?
know, but it was honestly, I'm laughing. I'm laughing about that. And the thing is, a few months ago, a boat drowned and sink. Went under
Mhm.
the water in Gabon. The same boat, that where I was, and people died. Right. So the people were panicking because they already lived it just a few months before, right?
Okay.
So anyway, guys, I promise you that I'm careful. You don't expect things like that. It happened, but I'm here. That's why I'm not as cute as my friends here. Okay, I had no time to do anything. I jumped out of the boat, held. I had to. They had to lift me to come out. Now I'm here, sat there, but let's continue and start the Vlogmas tradition on YouTube and have fun. So, okay, ladies, so that was me. Live boldly, okay? Go after your dream because you don't know what will happen
Hmm.
tomorrow. So, the second question is that I want to talk about. The topic is our slogan, what they mean, right? Uh, Vicky is aging on your own term. Kim, be bold.
Be
No,
brave, be strong, be
be
you.
brave, be strong, be you. Okay? I'm sorry, darling.
That's
Yes. And
okay.
and mine
She's frazzled.
is travel is the new retirement plan, meaning that I don't intend to retire. I'm gonna be on boats, on plane, on cars, on wherever
And hopefully
traveling
the
the
boats
world.
stay above water.
Yes, exactly. Hopefully, hopefully. So yeah, so so we all have a slogan, maybe a little mantra. How does your slogan reflect the way you see life, right? Or your channel? We explain why we created our channel, but why that slogan? If you can tell us a little bit more about that, Vicky, uh, aging on your own term. What does that mean and why that slogan?
For me, it meant my in laws fought us tooth and nail whenever we tried to help them. And they kept saying that's for old people. And they don't need it. And they're like, okay, you're 89. When is old? You're 89. Um, and for me, I came up with aging on your own terms because it was like, why are we so afraid of being old? Why aren't we embracing being old and preparing so that when we get old, we break all those stereotypes that are out there that we're old, we're frail, um, we don't have it together. And that's I just came up with it, and I put your terms because I didn't want the channel to be aging on my terms, which is just about Vicky, and I wanted this to be interactive. I wanted people to see, yeah, I'm sharing my life so that you can make your life better and age on your terms, where that's taking better care of your health, getting your estate plan together, um, not dyeing your hair and embracing your grays.
Yeah.
so when so when everybody kept pushing me to do merch, I kept saying, okay, well, I can't put your terms on a shirt. So then I put my terms on the shirt, but I also put unapologetically, because be unapologetic about what you're doing. You don't owe anybody any explanations for it. I have a lot of people who are telling me you're pushing estate plans. That's for wealthy people. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with how much money you have, but everything to do with, like I said, stealing my in laws' estate plan so that we can unfortunately have them deemed incapacitated to take over them. If they hadn't had that, we couldn't have done it. There's no telling what would have happened to them. Um, my story about how my mother in law didn't call for help when my father in law fell, that was because she was in throes of dementia and we didn't know it at the time. But if they had been unapologetic, if they had said, hey, son, I need help. Hey, daughter in law, I need help. Hey, I can't remember. Hey, I'm falling a lot. We have to just embrace what the heck ever we have, whether we're sick, whether we're healthy. And we just got to put everything around us, friends, family, paperwork, and just age on our terms. And we don't know our terms until we figure it out and write it down.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love that, Vicky.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, okay, okay. Um, so Kim, what's your slogan mean?
Be brave, be strong, be you.
Yeah.
That for me speaks to my old self. Like, my channel is mostly for my old self. And so being brave meaning that no matter what obstacle that you have in front of you, you are going to say, I coming towards it, and not like being shy away just because something seems bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Being strong, meaning that we all have strength inside of us that we don't know we have until like
Hmm.
we get pushed to a limit that I never thought a day will ever come that I'll sleep in my car and that I'll be so grateful that I'm sleeping in my car because I'm not under the same roof as someone else.
Hmm.
You know, and being you just mean embrace who you are. Like a lot of people want to be like this buddy and that buddy. No, I love Jazz because Jazz is Jazz. I love Vicky because Vicky is Vicky. And for me, I feel like we grew up in a world where we were kind of like told that we're supposed to try to be like this buddy. Why you don't be more like your sister? Why you don't be like more like this buddy? No, be you. And who
Hmm.
doesn't like it? Bye bye. They aren't your tribe. They aren't supposed to be in your space.
They can
Uh,
kick rocks.
yeah, you understand. So yeah, so that's basically what it means for me.
I love that. Be brave, be strong, be you, and everybody can identify, right?
Yeah,
Everybody needs that. We need to be brave. Life,
Hmm.
happens all the time. I
yeah,
had to be brave today with whatever was happening in the boat and pretend that I was not scared and I um, be strong. I was with my little brother, so I needed to be there to. He thought that he needed to protect me and vice versa.
I
And be
personally
you.
I
Hmm?
personally feel like you being here on a live, sitting so calmly and talking to us after having gone through that ordeal,
Hmm.
your strength is like,
Yeah.
wow.
And I don't
Thank
think
you
people
so
understand that just
No,
happened an hour ago.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I jumped straight from there to the live, but it was like, because I don't know if I have, I wanted to share the jacket that I had. They put us like a life jacket, and it was not a small incident, but I'm so grateful that I'm here,
yeah,
right? And be you, I identified it by just being here, sitting on the front of you with my disheveled hair and t-shirt, because it is what it is, right?
yeah,
So yeah, and aging on my own term, as Vicky was saying, a slogan is me being me and traveling the world, right? Doing what I love doing. That's the way I want to travel on my own term. So yeah, no
But
travel,
you forgot
age.
to mention that as you travel, you have been finding yourself and you've been doing some pretty cool things and taking some major steps towards your health too.
Oh my goodness, so true. So true. It may not show like that because it takes time, but I don't know how much I've lost so far. But I've been so active, to come out of the boat, I had to jump up something so high.
Hmm.
Before that, maybe a year ago or 6 months ago, before I start the balance challenge, 75 balance challenge, I wouldn't have been able to do it. It would have been too difficult for me to do it.
Hmm.
So definitely. And so, guys, we're gonna go to my slogan. Is travel is the new retirement plan, right? I
I'm
think I've
drinking from my
explained it.
Christmas
Oh,
mug.
thank you
I
so
was
much.
gonna
You're
go for
so
my
beautiful. Yeah.
What I love about this mug is I don't have to make 5 cups of tea anymore.
Yeah, it's so big. Vicky is bigger than your head. It's bigger than your head. Guys, we all have merch. We're gonna put details underneath the description of our these videos, and feel free to go and Vicky, what she's wearing is one of a merch which is really nice. It's the one for that Michael chose.
Yeah, so I had merch, which was mostly t-shirts, and then because of Kim, I put out hoodies. But then my
Yeah,
husband's like, all that stuff is way too girly, and so he wanted a quarter zips, and
yeah.
so I put these quarter zips, and I ordered mine that I wanted, and he goes, "Wait a minute, you still made girly stuff?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. I just didn't want the manly one for myself."
Yeah, yeah, I understand. My husband loved that type as well of top. So yeah. So mine is aging on your no, it's not aging on your own. That is
She's
Vicky.
aging on her own terms. She can't get that
I'm
slogan out of
aging
her
on
head.
my own term. Mine is travel is the new retirement plan because often people when they go to travel, they stop living. They're just existing. They're just there waiting to die. I'm
Mhm.
so sorry. That's not going to be me, and I don't want that to be you. And through this channel, I show you that, you still have a lot of, years to live and experience life. And that's what
Hmm.
my channel is showing you. It's like we don't retire, okay? We travel. Traveling doesn't have to be crazy like me going on the boat, okay? It could just be a road trip,
Hmm.
travel in your backyard, discover your city. There's so much that you can do, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, let me quickly go to the messages because I see that a few people did send some messages. So that's my husband. Uh, Great to see you online, on land. So I'm so sorry, darling. My family goes through a lot with me, right?
I tell you.
So many things happened in Tanzania. I got locked in for days where we couldn't talk because the land was closed due to the election, etc. So yes, I'm happy to be on land as well. Hello to
This has been
Keith.
an adventurous trip, hasn't it?
It has been, yeah, and I've been gone for over 2 months now. So they've been going through a lot, and that's the thing. I'm very grateful for my family, for understanding that this is, what I love doing, and then being there for me. That's my husband saying, "Jay's the adventurer." Yeah. So, oh, I love the quarter zip. It is, isn't it? I love it. Yeah, it looks really good. Okay, ladies. So I think we're gonna jump to the next one.
Before we
The
go, Jazz, one thing that when you were explaining your channel, you didn't fully explain was the fact that you travel on a budget and your
Yeah,
budget is like really, I'm like, is that possible? When you did
yeah.
that, you do like a $500 budget. Like
In
who
in
does
Europe, yes, it's
that?
it's possible, because for me traveling is not so much about going on La Tour Eiffel, Eiffel Tower, going on the top and paying I don't know how much, or the Statue of Liberty. It's about the experience. It's about talking to people. In here, at there, eating like street food. The Gabon is expensive where I am, but you can eat for like €1.50. You have
Yeah.
like a big
Wow.
meal, you know and so yeah, you can definitely eat and live on a travel on a budget. So that's something. Thank you, Kim, for saying that. Something that I will share with you as
Hmm.
well on the channel, because a lot of people don't travel because they put money as a
Hmm.
limitation.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if travel is a priority, is something that you love, you'll find ways, right? You
Sure.
will find ways to travel, and yeah, make it a priority and make it happen.
Hmm.
Right. So the next one we want to talk about is as content creator, right? Because we're not influencer, we're not trying to become viral or anything.
No.
Anyway, the three of us here, otherwise we wouldn't have chosen the topics that we did, right?
Hmm.
So we want to bring value, and very often, because we are not just content creator, we friend and we communicate all the time. And I know a question that comes often between all of us is, am I bringing value? you
Hmm.
know did you see that video? Did you think that? And I know Kim, every time I come to her, when I watch one of her video that resonate with me, I straight go to her and say, this video did that to me. And she's so happy that it brought value, because that's a mission, right? And
Yeah.
that is just beautiful. Okay, same for Vicky.
Hmm.
I mean, Vicky, you have so many people that will check Vicky's comment, and you will see that people, Vicky brings something so unique, right?
Hmm.
That's not an easy topic. If she wanted to be popular, that's the worst
Yeah.
subject she would have chosen.
It's fun, and I had so many people. So you all know, and a lot of you here are actually content creators. In the comments, you get the gurus reaching out to you and telling you if you want to be popular, you should do this, you should do that. I actually had one person come in and tell me that you need to stop talking about something so depressing. You need to talk about something more uplifting and happy. And I'm like, well, I will get to happy stories, but life isn't all wine and roses. And people are like, nobody wants to hear that. And I remember I asked a question in a Facebook group, and someone said, "Oh, you're too late. That content's already taken up by Silver and Solo." I'm like, she doesn't talk about anything that I talk about. Why are all of us old people the same person?
Right?
um, but yeah, I could not believe the negative comments I was getting from gurus that my content wasn't needed, and that's what they think.
Wow.
That's what they think. And, that's how I met so many of you. Some of you could relate to what I was talking about, taking care of a parent with dementia, taking care of a parent who says they don't need your help. There were so many aha moments, and that's how this community grew. And it grew with content creators going, oh my God, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you said is so true in the sense where I'm not saying that all guru don't bring value, but that mean that if the your goal, your aim, your purpose, right, is to
Mhm.
help others, you're not just looking at the numbers and just making video that bring numbers, right?
Right.
So
Because,
for a
because
guru,
I would be the Swedish death cleaning channel if
yes,
I did, if
that
I
would
cared
be
about that.
exactly that would be your channel. Exactly, right? But no. So
So
exactly.
I don't know if Brandon is still on, but earlier on, when all those gurus who were in my ear telling me you need to stop talking about this, Brandon did a video, and he was basically talking about get rid of the noise, do you boo boo, and that stuck with me. And I mean, I was watching him for a completely different reason, and then when he made that video, I'm like, okay, he's kind of a youngster too. And I'm like, these youngsters are really, teaching me things. But it just like, yeah, just do it for the pleasure, forget the analytics. Just do it for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, ladies, when someone finds your channel, right? What would you want them to feel, especially if everybody's dreaming in life. Everybody's trying to be happy. Everybody want love. Everybody want to age healthy, right? So, what do you want people to feel? What is the take away you want them to have whenever you create each video?
For me,
Any of
it's,
you can
uh,
start.
Go
it's
ahead, Kim.
for me. I want people to feel like they're not alone.
Love
Many
that.
many times when I was going through my shitty life, I felt completely alone, and there was nobody online that I could like relate to, and it's like everything's like filtered. Everybody shows you their what you would call your Instagram reel of their life, and no one really exposes and tells you, like, like, I'm going through shit right now.
Mhm.
I went through this, I went through that, and you can actually relate. I had someone comment on a short that I put out, and she basically said, I'm so grateful to find this video because I've gone through the physical abuse, emotional abuse, and I'm still healing. But seeing that there's somebody else that is going through that went through the same thing that I went through. I didn't do the physical, but hey, similar. I guess it made her not feel. She didn't say not feel alone, but I know that that's part of it. So that for me is like what jumped in my head when you asked that question.
Yeah. I love that. And more
Mhm.
so in that period of the year, during Vlogmas, I mean, Vlogmas, that's YouTube, like Christmas, New Year,
Mhm.
there's a lot of people that spend the holiday alone, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I like that. And it's nice for people. It's crazy the community that you create on YouTube, you know, because me being in Africa for over 2 months now, and internet here is not unlimited, it's still
Mhm.
limited.
Yeah.
I realize how much I miss the connection with you guys, with not being able to pop in online and do so. I imagine our audience, our friends, the people that follow us,
Mhm.
it made me realize that what we're doing brings some values for some people that may need, like your messages came. Often you have these messages, don't let to create boundaries, to find your joy. There's,
Mhm.
I'm sure, somebody that need to hear it, will feel less alone. So yeah, I love that. Let me respond
Mhm.
to Brandon. Brandon, are you saying that we are old?
No, he's saying he's not very young because he's almost 50. And it's like, yeah, he's telling us we're old. Just
Yeah, I
kidding.
know. He's telling us we are old. He's telling us we are old, right? So I'm not that young. I'm almost 50. So I'm 52. I'm still young. Excuse you. Okay. Okay, Vicky, your turn. The value that you
I think
want
it's the,
people to
it's,
see.
it's the same as Kimberly. I want people to see that they're not alone because some of the things I talk about too from a caregiving perspective,
Hmm.
it's it's hard. And when you're especially when you're taking care of a parent who doesn't know that they have something wrong with them, and a lot of people were starting to think that, oh, my parents are just stubborn, they are just liars, or I can't believe they're putting me through this. But by me sharing my stories, people are starting to see, oh crap, maybe there's something wrong with my parent. And maybe they're not just stubborn, mean, narcissistic, or egotistic. Um,
Yeah.
and so I think that's me opening up that conversation. Now, true, there's still going to be some parents out there who are just jerks. But
Mhm.
if you can take a step back and really evaluate it before you put that label on them, you might come to see things a little bit different. And so that's what I want people to see is one, there's two sides to every story. Actually, there's three.
Yeah.
Yours, theirs, and the truth.
The truth. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
But if we open up our eyes, we can see it. And also too, you are not alone. I just recently did a video about dementia grief and how
Mm.
watching my mother-in-law kind of fade away every day is different than just the immediate grief that I had when I lost my parents. And the private messages that I got from people who didn't want to put in the actual chat, I mean, just kind of really warmed my heart. Some people saying that they thought they were the only ones. It's hard. You don't want to go see your parent because you don't want to see the person they're going to be that day. Um,
Yeah.
and does that make them a bad person? And it's like, no, it does not make you a bad person. It makes you human. It's hard.
Yeah.
So for me, just having people know they have a safe space, that they're not in this alone. And true, I don't have all the answers. I got a lot of stories and I don't have a lot of answers, but together and in the community, we're going to find the answers and we're going to find peace and love. And we're going to find a way to get through this crazy, terrible time because there's so many people taking care of older parents and also people taking care of sick children who feel the same way, but don't feel that they can complain or ask
Yeah.
questions because I'm a parent, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. For me, really, I'll, second everything that you guys said about, people not feeling alone. But the first thing that I want you to do is for women over 50 to feel that they had the right to take care of themselves. Because I remember before, in my 40s, I was somebody who would go in a store to buy myself new. I'm so sorry for guys if you're here. Buy my bras or panties that I hadn't changed for 10 years. And I go back there and I come back with my kids' things. I
Yes.
didn't give myself permission to buy. I don't know, even do my hair, my nail. I could not spend on myself because I was like, how about my husband? How about my kids, right? It's okay. It's not selfish to take care of yourself.
Hmm.
It's not selfish to do the thing that you want to do for yourself, right? And that's what I hope my channel give. I want them to see a 50 years old gray woman going out there, wearing crazy clothes and traveling the world and to feel like I can do that too. I can travel
Hmm.
too. I may
And
not have a lot of money.
they need not need a lot of money to do it.
I
Right.
know exactly, right? So, and I can do that too, to allow themselves, even just, I started just going to the most affordable hotel chain, like Travelodge in the UK.
Hmm.
Check it. It's like $35 the night. But just taking the pleasure to go like 30 minutes away, being alone in a hotel, having ordered maybe I don't know, or even I brought my own food and jumping and dancing by myself and like just that is freedom, something that you do for you. That's
Yeah.
what I want people to feel like, right?
Hmm.
Is that your happiness, you can create it, because your happiness comes from you. So that's me. That's what I want people to see. And yeah, so we let me quickly go to the messages because there's a few that I didn't put on here. Vicky say you're still a baby, Brandon. Okay, Brandon say I think for so many of us who do this for for community, not for money, those YouTube experts are pushing us to be like everyone else in order to grow, but
Mhm.
that takes away what makes us unique. That is
Mhm.
so true, Brandon.
One.
Yeah,
There are a
yeah,
couple of creators that I started following because they were their authentic self, or I thought they were their authentic self. I could have been fooled. And then all of a
yeah,
sudden, they did a video about what they made on YouTube or what they learned about YouTube, and that did better than their other content. And they've all switched to how to grow on YouTube. And
yeah,
so some of them are like, well, where are my views? I'm like, you switched. People can only watch so many grow on YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
true. I actually
Yes.
don't watch them anymore. Like
Oh,
everything that I do on my channel, I think that the gurus say you don't do. Should edit. You know, I did obviously edit the video when I was talking about Vicky's merch. Because obviously I was talking about my weight loss and had some stuff to put in, but I did much edits. I think too, like these gurus, we all get the emails too of, oh, the SEO on your channel and you're not, growing as fast, and the amount of videos. I think I have like over 300 videos. I have 300 and something videos that I've uploaded, and I'm at a point where somebody will probably look at my channel and say, oh my god, like you got to do this and you got to do that and you got, no, I just got to be me.
Mhm.
And
yeah.
I'll find my tribe and I'll grow however, but I'm doing what I love.
Yep.
So if you don't like it, well, do you and alone.
I, yeah, and that's what I appreciate, and that's what I'm learning a lot from you. Since I've been traveling, I don't care showing up that way. I don't care,
People
and
like
I find so much freedom. Like on my friend channel, the last videos that I did, I just stand there and I'm talking. I
Mhm.
felt so free. Even the editing of this video flows. Like in less than an hour, you slightly edited something or added,
that.
some button
Mhm.
and then post it. And it feels so free. And that's where I want to go. This
Mhm.
is
Especially Da Vinci.
yeah, oh my goodness. Da Vinci Revolt. This one has been pulling my hair off. Oh my god.
It's
Yes.
like I gotta record it perfect because I can't edit in Da Vinci.
Da Vinci will force you to do minimum editing
Mm.
because oh my goodness, yes. So guys, do you oh Vicky, you didn't did you want to say something about Brandon message?
Yeah, and that is the type of message that I found. So when I originally found that he was talking about, stuff from the 90s and the 80s, and I'm like, I'm totally resonating with this because I'm an 80s, 90s kid, or more 80s. And then he flipped it on me and he threw out these knowledge wisdoms about YouTube and YouTube growth and forget the gurus. And that's what I stayed for that because he does a little bit of a mix of both of those.
Mhm.
Unlike the people who started giving us knowledge nuggets and then switched to I'm full on all about the YouTube growth. And I think that's what makes Brandon's channel so special. He's still doing Brandon
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I
he
need to
gives me
go
the
check you
courage to
out.
do me.
Yeah, I need to go check out Brandon. I like your spirit. So yeah, even if you say that I was old, I'll still go to your channel.
He said he didn't say that.
He said he didn't say that. Oh no, not saying that at all. That's okay. That's okay. Just having fun. So one of the last topic I want to talk about, not last, we're still here. We can add, a little bit more if we need to, is reflection and growth, right? Both of us, I think all three of us are actually guys. We've been on YouTube for over a year,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right? And for Kim and I think we started a little bit longer than that, our
Yeah.
channels.
Oh, well,
So,
that's
do
all.
you do you feel that your mission has changed as you've been, growing and adapting to YouTube land, and the message that you want to give. Was your message at the beginning change today as we growing as well with time?
I think for
A bit.
me, yeah,
Go
I think
ahead.
for me, I think for me, the mission is still the same. I still
Okay.
want people to understand the importance of planning
Okay.
for the future. You can't just sit there and leave it to chance.
Okay.
But what's changed in me is my delivery. And I went
Mm,
from a cartoon to me, but even being me, I keep seeing how I keep evolving because I've decided that I have to stop being my parents and I have to stop do this because I said so. And I just got to start showing people here's what happened in my family. An estate plan helped us, but I'm not going to tell you have to have an estate plan. In 2026, I'm going to be all about the reflecting and helping you find what aging on your terms means to you because I've been finding it for decades. And it started at 29 when my aunt passed away. I'm now 57. And it changes over time as well. And so I need to stop beating people over the head and said, do this, do this, do this. But what does this mean to you? And then now that we know what it means to you, how do we turn that into something that's going to help you put it in place? And like I said, it doesn't have to be everything that I'm doing, but it has to be something that's going to help you in your future. And a lot of people don't really want to sit down and think about their future because they think they have all the time in the world.
Hmm.
right. I like that. Okay. Okay. Guys, as we started saying, and as the title say, Vlogmas Creator Collab. So, guys, as you know, Vlogmas season is a joyful season. What's in plan on your channels, right? What our friend can find on your channel that will bring them a little bit of joy, hope, and for me, I think Vlogmas feels like the right moment to reset. As you know, we are ending 2025. Can we
Mm-hmm.
reflect when talking about growth? Uh, how was 2025 for you, and what are you looking forward to 2026? Also for your channel or just personally,
I'm gonna let Kim go.
Kim?
Um, for Vlogmas, hopefully I get out to see, like to record some, Christmas stuff or whatever. And maybe I'll do like reflection types videos. I don't know. We'll see. Because I already have my video scheduled for December. Uh,
No one likes a bragger.
Yeah.
but I got that from you. You taught me about scheduling. But right. So basically, wait, what was the question again? Sorry, Vicky, just took it out of my head. What was the question? Sorry.
What was the question? What was the question?
Vlogmas, something
What's
about Vlogmas.
what's the plan? What's the plan? And also, I wanted to know how was
Oh, not like
if you
25.
reflect on 2025 and what's on in store for 2026 on your channel and just personally if you want to share.
Okay. So, all right. So let's start with the 2025. So my
Yeah.
2025, I think that I've evolved in not trying to force outcomes. I'm okay with whatever happens. And for me, it's being more present and allowing, whatever I do now, obviously, whatever I do now right now is going to bring my future. But being mindful that the thing that I probably have that I really want or think I need to come to me or to manifest itself in my life. If it doesn't happen in the time frame that I want it to happen, it's okay. So not forcing outcomes and just living in the present moment and really enjoying. Whereas in like before, like early up in 2025, or probably like in the first 7 months or so, I might to have videos like, for example, like when my channel wasn't growing, wasn't getting much views or whatever. I've gotten to the point where I feel like whatever, And I found that from the time I said whatever, I got some type of growth lately. Um, and I'm really, really grateful for that. But as for me now moving forward into 2026, I feel like I'm just gonna just continue being me, but also as my because I'm starting to get comments now, so I'm really fussy. Um, as I get my comments and stuff, like to really not just create videos now that I love and enjoy creating, but look at a comment and try to read what that person is saying and try to create a video, because if that person has a problem in that comment, and I can click, because people, a comment is like a sentence, and just taking that one sentence and just creating from that and see what universe God downloads in me for the message for that person, even if they see it or don't see it. But to really try my best to really help my viewers, because obviously people that will sit and enjoy my content, is it means that I'm bringing some sort of value to their life. And if I could bring even more in 2026, I'm very, very happy about that.
That's really nice. That's really nice. Hey, you guys there, don't forget to like the lives and say hi in the comment. I love what you just shared, Kim. Yeah, continuing what you've done on 2025 and listening more to your audience, reading through what they need. And it's true, whether they watch the video you're gonna make out of the comment, it's certainly there to serve whoever will need it. So yeah, love that. Vicky, you're muted. You're muted, yeah.
Sorry, I muted to cough. And I forgot to unmute. Um,
Don't worry, you can.
yeah, for me, it's the same thing as Kimberly, but adding in not being afraid to pivot, because
Yeah.
even though I want to get people thinking about the future, how I do
Yeah.
it can change. It doesn't have to always be either beating over the head or just telling sad stories. It can be also telling the funny stories. I think last year I also, well, actually it's this year. We're not in 2026 yet. The life lesson I learned from my 7-year-old great nephew, about,
Mhm.
personal space. And uh, I have another video that's actually a Vlogmas video that'll be coming out soon, because I just took him the other day to Not to Marry Farm, because I was babysitting him a few weeks ago, and he said he wanted to go to this local kids playground, and he's kind of tall for his age and he can't go there anymore. And instead of just saying that to him, I just told him that I was busy and we can't go. So then he's throwing out all these other places, and I just kept saying, TT's busy, TT's busy, she can't go. And and actually I am busy. But I'm telling this to an 8-year-old, because he's 8 now, and he just basically looked at me and goes, but we can go together and have fun. And I'm like, you know what? This kid is asking for my time, and I
Yeah.
give him my time. Life is never going to be perfect. The
No.
mother-in-law is going to always need something. Somebody else is going to always need something. Stop it. And so we stopped and we went to Knott's Merry Farm and we had a blast.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
didn't know that's where he was going. He thought he was going to go to the local area playground. So he got a better treat than anything. But I think that's another thing that I want to start making sure from a personal perspective in 2026. I practice what I preach.
Hmm.
And, I can't just keep going, going, going. I got to stop. I got to smell the roses, because there's going to come a day when that little kid is going to say, bye, TT. I'm going off with my friends. I don't have time for you anymore.
Yeah. But I want to add to that, Vicky, when you say about pivoting, like for me too, obviously my videos are normally like with me sitting here and recording, but when I did that video when I was talking about, losing weight and I had on your merch and stuff, for me, I like the creative side that brings out, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But it's not something I'm going to do every single week, because that's a lot of hard work.
It was a
Um,
great video, though. It's a great
She can't
video.
she can't edit that in Da Vinci.
what?
No, oh my
No, I
goodness,
use
no.
iMovie, girl. I use iMovie. It's free on my laptop. It's very simple. Um, but yeah, so I want to do like videos like that. Probably a little bit more often. Don't know. We'll see. But I'm kind of like just going with the flow. Once I have, but my plan is my real plan is to make sure, and I'm saying this because I know if I say it, I'm gonna, it's, the two of you are gonna try to keep up with it. Is to make sure that I at least get, I'm always like kind of like a good a month or two ahead of my content.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah,
today, this
yeah,
week, for next week.
yeah. I would love that too, you know. And I will just say for me is in 2025, I had a lot of pivots of my channel, cover everything, even the mission. Although it was still the same, I think I tweaked it more toward
Mhm.
travel. I was going a bit everywhere, you know. I wanted to talk about everything, you know, although travel has always been. And I feel more content, more connected to my content and to my audience, talking really about something that I love and I have a passion for. I can't talk about
Mhm.
travel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that 2025 has been challenging, but has been a blessed year where I did so many travels. I'm still traveling right now, right? And in 2026, what I want to bring in is still, you know, providing the audience option, right? Showing them where they can go, you know,
Mhm.
showing them there's no limitation of where they want to travel. It takes planning, budgeting, etc. And the other thing that I want to implement is the keen way of filming. I love the freedom of picking up the camera and talking
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
posting it. I think what Brandon said earlier, staying authentic, more authentic. We've seen that you can plan a video the way you want. It's the message that's important.
Right.
Yeah.
All the whistles and bells that we put, often you do that and
Yeah.
to views, right? So I want to stay more true to myself and not worry so much about, you know, not that I want to make a video that has a value. The message, concentrate on the message than
Mhm.
the appearance, right, of the
Yeah.
video. And when you were talking about creating content for 3 to 2 months in advance, you know, that will give us more time even to connect to the audience. One of
Yeah.
my things is that answering to the messages. Since I've been traveling, I haven't answered to many messages or even at all, right?
Mhm.
And I want to build the community another way, a community another way, because messages are one thing, but I want to do one-on-one messaging. When I say one-on-one, like, you know, doing some more private videos, connecting with the audience. I would like to create how do you call it, a community outside of YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Where I can help people with their trip, the people that are afraid to travel as women over 50, they can come to me, ask questions. So I want to develop that side. And for that, we need to work less harder but more smarter on YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Meaning not spending 3 days, even one day to edit, right? My
Yeah.
mission is to edit in 1 hour
Yeah.
and
Ooh.
get over it and move on to the next thing. So, yes. So for next year, 2025, six, yeah, more authenticity, more help. Like when I'm traveling, putting more the price. And Kim, you brought that to me as well. Of like, put the price. You know, how much did it cost you, etc. Right? So and yeah, and more collaboration between you, all of us, because you both two ladies, Vicky, Kim, you inspire me all the time, you know, with your videos. Vicky did last year a video, and I think you have some short this year as well about
Uh-huh.
best gift to offer that has nothing to do with money. Like, I
Yes.
love that. And you even created a video about that. It's like, it's not about the money. Even here, I'm in Africa, where people say, you know, there's a lot of poverty, but people are stressing about Christmas. Oh, the kid, they need money, they need to borrow money. My goodness.
Nope.
These kids, all they want is to play with you. I was with my nephew yesterday. I will show you the picture, not here because I can't show you now. They did change our thumbnail and they gave us mustache. And we spent, honestly, we spent like a few hours, but that was more than any gift that I could have given them, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
spending time with them, having fun. I don't know if I will be able to find it. And having fun with them. And that was more important. Let me see if I can show you that. I don't know. I'm not sure you will see this.
No, but I gotta. I can't see it all the way, but I have a feeling we're gonna crack up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. So they gave us mustache. And first they saw my picture. Guys, check the thumbnail. And they're like, Auntie, why are you so slim on that picture? They're like, but you're not
Oh my God.
they're like, but you're not slim. You need to change that. And did you brush that picture? I said, no, I didn't. But like, the honesty of the kid. And we
Yeah.
had so
That's what I
much
love.
fun, right? This
Yeah.
is you. Uh, Vicky was saying, give time to a mom that doesn't have time for her.
Yep.
Imagine your auntie, what Vicky did, and going with her nephew, taking that nephew away. He gives some
I am.
time for the mom to have a bath. Just that, right?
Hmm.
A bath and read a book. Oh my goodness, that's the best gift.
Yeah.
It's not about money.
I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and so when the family would come back home for the holidays, and my brothers and sisters would come back with their children, my brother had a van, and I would tell them, pick the nights you want. I'll take all 7 kids, and I will keep them for 6 hours. You guys can go out and do whatever you want. And I would but I needed the van because I'm not going to stay home with them. We're going to go out and go do something. And
Yeah.
so that was the tradition. I would do that every single year. And a lot of my friends were like, you took 7 kids by yourself? I'm like, yes, because they like doing this. So they know they have to behave. If they don't behave, we're going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the best gift. Imagine for the mom, the
Mhm.
parents. It's 7 kids. We love our kid, but that's busy. Oh my goodness, right?
But I was
So
younger then too. I had a lot more stamina. Today I
yeah.
couldn't take 7 kids because my little great nephew, yeah, he wears me out. I need a nap when I'm done with him.
I know, I can imagine because at 8 years old, me too. Yesterday, this kid, oh my goodness, because I was leaving, so I had to stay longer with them. At some point, I was tired, but they were going on and on and on. When I went to bed, it was like until the morning. I was so tired, But they had fun. Caitlin, so nice to see you here. Thank you. It's been a long time. I've missed all of you here on the YouTube land. So, ladies, I think that's all we had for today. Can you tell anything else you want to add for the audience, whether about your channel? I think we already introduced. Is there anything else you want to add? Maybe I forgot something. Please share.
Instead of adding, I'd like to ask if whoever is still on, is there something else you'd like to see from us, whether it be,
I love
one of
that.
us or all three of us that you'd like to see in 2026?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ah,
But I don't think I have nothing really to add. I enjoy this chat. We could do this every Sunday if you want.
yeah, I love that too. And guys, we need to thank the universe. It's
Yeah.
Yes.
nice to see you again. I know, Kathleen, it's nice to see you. I was saying how much I miss you guys. Being with limited internet, and we've been blessed that there's no power cuts, and
Oh
that
yeah.
I've been able to be here for 1 hour. So that unfortunately is one of the things in Africa. It's amazing to be here, but at the same time, internet is not always the best. But we make with what we can, and we've been blessed today. Ladies, it was such a pleasure. Guys, don't go yet because we next, I don't know, let's not promise. We're gonna put something in on our community post, but we're gonna be going around, the three of us, talking about different topics. So you're gonna see all three again, right? Maybe some of you will want to join later on so we can continue talking all through Vlogmas. But the
Mhm.
three of us have some planning. Vicky, can you tell us what's happening next?
Well, Kim and I are still debating on who's going to go next, but 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 the next one we're going to talk about, we're going to be reflecting on this past year and
Okay.
hopefully sharing a little bit more about Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. I can't wait for me to be in the UK to be with my family.
It's a,
And my
it's,
husband, sorry, go on.
I say it's so cold. That's why like I was moving around so much. I had to get the blanket.
It's so cold.
It
It's
is
so hot over here.
so
So, my goodness, I don't know if I'm ready for the cold of England, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to be all right. Yeah, I can't wait to be in the UK with the family. And I love the Christmas period. I don't know for you guys. I love the light. I love
cold.
just driving around and
Me
looking at
too.
people decorating the house in the evening. I love this period of the year.
Me too. I love
Yeah.
it. While I was going, oh, one thing before we go, I wanted to say when y'all were talking about gifts and Christmas. For me, my gift, I always tell the Ron, like for me, I want this. He gives me like this second year I got like a card, and he writes. You know, he actually writes. You know, like a little expressing his feelings. For me, and that is better than any gift because I hate flowers. I hate chocolates. Well, no, I don't hate chocolates. I hate flowers.
I was going to say, send it my way.
Yeah, no, I love chocolate. But I hate flowers and perfumes and jewelry, and so you'll never see me with a chain around my neck. Or I try my best to remember to wear earrings, but I don't always. So just give me something that's meaningful. Take me out. We went to Bent's, and I like to see all the Christmas stuff, and yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love about
Yeah.
Christmas. It's so
The
lovely.
same.
It brings people together. And
I
Christmas
know.
wants love and
Yeah.
helping each other. And it's more of like a real positive vibe. Like, if
Yeah.
you are mean at Christmas, people call you a Grinch, you know. Um,
Yes. It's not
Yeah.
about Black Friday sales and all this
No.
other stuff.
no.
If and I laugh because I someone actually gave me a Bob Ross chia pet one year, and I'm like, have you ever known me to need a chia pet? You'd have been better off just like coming and we go out for a cup of coffee. That would have been money better spent.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't buy things for people unless I know what they want. Even in our family, we don't. What I
Hmm.
told my husband this year, what I want is time. I've
Yes.
been
Yeah.
saying it for lot of years now. Time. Like his time with me is more precious.
Yeah.
Even a walk. It doesn't mean money or anything.
Hmm.
No.
Just even a walk in the park,
Hmm.
sitting on the bench talking. I want his time. So
Yeah.
you need to find that currency
Yeah.
and a lot of it to give a little bit every day. So
Yeah.
that would be the best gift for me. And that's what I want to give my family too. That's why I need to go home.
And that's a good point that you brought up because a lot of people will say, Vicky, you're hard to buy for. I'm not hard to buy for because I'm not asking you to buy me anything.
No, exactly.
I
Same
always,
here.
yeah, like
Yes.
for me, like, in past relationships, I'll be told you're hard to shop for. You can't buy your flowers, you can't buy your jewelry, you can't buy your perfume. And LeBron now, he was like, "Yay, I found me."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But
I
it's
like more intimate, and like you, Jazz, give me time, spend
Hmm.
time with me.
yeah,
Take me to breakfast and let's sit down and chat. Let me tell you how much babies I want.
yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly, people, because Christmas has become such a concept. I can't never say that word. So help me out, consortium.
Consumerism.
Yes, okay. It's all about. I've been working for like a retail company before online. It's crazy. Our family will take credit, like loans to buy those expensive PlayStation. I don't know where we are with the
Yep.
PlayStation things, right? But that's not what the kids need. Even if they say they want
No.
that game, if you spend enough time with the kid playing game, etc., we need to go back to the basics. And again, this year, I'm so sorry, guys, I'm closing, I promise. Like when I arrived in Cameroon, there's a sister-in-law that I loved, an amazing woman, humble, very caring. When I arrived there, I didn't know anybody. She taught me a lot. I was about to go see her, get ready in the morning, call her, leave a message. And a few minutes after, my husband called me to say she passed away, and she was still very young, beautiful, with so many life to live. That just taught me that, my goodness, reminded me
Mhm.
that life is so precious, right? Let's love the people around there. This is more important than any gift you want to get.
Yep.
The gift is you, it's your time. It's called somebody you haven't spoke to for a long time. How you doing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is more important. Anyway, I'm done. I've said a lot.
No,
Vicky.
shut up
So,
now.
yeah. So next we say is Kim, Vicky. We're gonna be on one of those ladies' channel next. So,
Yeah.
but they're still deciding.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to decide who's leading. So
Okay. Anyway, it's gonna be one of you, and it's not. It's gonna be another beautiful
it is,
conversation. So,
and it's funny because we're not arguing that it has to be me. It has to be me. It's like no, it should be you. No, it should be you.
yeah. So, yeah, Caitlin, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. And join us next time. We're going to share on all three channels and we'll bring more Christmas. I promise that I'll find a red top or something next time if I'm still in Africa, but I should be in the UK next time.
Yeah,
So,
and my husband who doesn't like clutter packed up my Christmas hat, so that's why I'll have it today.
oh, hey, maybe next time we make it more fun and we wear a hat during the conversation. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna wear it today, but I couldn't find it, and he's
I,
passed out. And then I go, he put it with the Christmas decorations way up at the top of the garage. I can't reach that.
All right, but we're gonna get that for next week. We'll get that for next week. Okay, guys, we're gonna go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Kim. It's always a pleasure
Yeah,
to be
thank you
with you
everyone who
guys.
joined,
thank you,
Yeah,
everybody that joined.
and thank you Jazz for making me do a live.
yeah. So maybe next time you need to lead the live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
well, okay, Kim, you win. I'll
Okay,
take it.
guys. We're gonna love you and leave
You
you.
do.
So
Yeah.
enjoy family. It's Sunday today, tomorrow. Oh, thank you, my baby. You're still here. Thank you, darling. That's my husband supporting us.
Aw.
And yeah, it's my supporter number one. It's been like last time, it's like I haven't seen any video on your channels. I'm like, I'm sorry, I've been traveling, okay?
Get to it, guys.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Love you, Caitlin. Love you guys. Let's see each other next time for another wonderful topic. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, and don't forget to check under the description. We'll share all the videos, all the link, etc. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Bye, guys.
Oh dear.